called Twisters, and it's in theaters this weekend.
Heather Lake, by the way, spoke with the stars, and what in the world? How did you get that?
How did you get that?
I mean, it was a lot of fun. I'm just going to say that. So Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glenn Powell. Did I say Glenn Powell?
You said that.
Face to face. Oh, I wish. But that Zoom camera was right in between us. You know, still, it was so much fun. We talked about the movie, and if you've seen Twister, you're going to love Twisters even more. Take a look.
You should definitely just go see the new Twisters movie because it's so much fun. I had a blast watching it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So what do you guys think as far as like just going into it? I mean, obviously there's so many great scenes from the first movie that are really fun to watch if you want to kind of, you know, do a little throwback and see it before. But this one I think is that summer blockbuster where you can just walk in and see it without seeing the first one.
I think that's what's been really, really fun for us is that, you know, everybody, you know, asks us, is this a standalone movie? Is it a sequel or is it, you know, whatever? And I think the fun part about this movie is it's really a new chapter, you know, in that story. But the thing that I think we take from the original is the fact that it's this big, epic story. It's this fun world full of like cowboy scientists chasing the most dangerous wind on the planet, you know, and you want to return to that world, but it's all new characters. So you don't need to know anything about the original movie. This is a standalone movie, and we're really proud that it captures the magic of the original if you're a fan of the original. But yeah, you do not need to see the original to enjoy Twisters.
Yeah, I think you were the tornado wrangler, is what they call you.
Yeah, it'll be on my tombstone someday. Yeah.
You know, I was going to go with San Diego Storm Wrangler at some point, but that just doesn't have the same ring here in California.
Feels mouthy.
It's a bit wordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you guys, I'm literally the girl that when it's raining, they're like, Heather, go stand in the rain. Tell people about the rain. When it's windy, when it's snowing, go stand out in the wind, go stand out in the snow. Tell people that it's snowing. When it's flooding, here's your rain boots, go have fun. So watching you guys in this film have to act out these elements, I want to know more about the scenes and kind of, were you just getting pelted in the face with water for hours on end? How did all this work?
We genuinely were. I mean, it was like so much of this was done practically. I mean, Glenn says it really well, but I think the first time that we ever did a tornado sequence, I was shocked. I mean, I was like, this is going to be a very long and enjoyable summer. We had a jet engine fan that was pointed at us that could move an entire set. We had our first AD watching him try and direct us while he was getting pelted with cubes of ice, as were we. Debris. I mean, people were being thrown up on wires, horse trailers dropped on us, an entire water tank was dumped, so much water that we were swept down the street. We really suffered for our art here, and I think it paid off. I mean, I think when you watch it, it feels as authentic as it felt to make. Truly, we were out there in the storm. We were also filming in Oklahoma in storm season, so we had actual weather to contend with. But yeah, I think it makes the film feel as real as it can, really, and it is as close as you can get to chasing whilst remaining in the comfort of your seat.
It also feels like we're probably venting to the right person who really understands our plight here, you know.
I was going to say, so you're saying they made it easy for you?
Yeah. You're like, that's nothing.
No, I tell you, Daisy, actually, I need all of your tips because I'm watching these scenes and I'm like, dang, that girl still has her eyeliner and her makeup still looks on point during all of these scenes. So we may need to get together and talk over a few tips on how you pulled that off.
Yeah, waterproof mascara is a must. It has to be done.
You have to do a whole beauty section thing about how you remain beautiful in the middle of a storm.
Oh, thank you. You too. You look beautiful in the storm.
Oh, shucks. We got faces that are made for bad weather. That's great.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, you guys were talking about filming in Oklahoma. So that was another question that I had was, you know, just being able to kind of be in the elements at all. How often were you actually in the middle of the storm where directors or anyone was like, wait a minute, you know, we're going to stick this out and we're going to check out this weather? And did you guys have forecasters that were on the premises with you kind of consulting and giving you that information?
I mean, look, that's the benefit of shooting this thing in Oklahoma City and, you know, all these towns around is we are surrounded by, felt like everybody in Oklahoma City felt like a meteorologist. I mean, the way everybody talks about the weather is pretty impressive, but we're also surrounded by real experts, you know, real storm chasers were a background artist on the set, and we were at, you know, National Weather Center and NOAA. and the people that are advising us on the ground, it's like we really had the best of the best keeping tabs on the sky. So when we were trying to emulate weather on screen and real weather came in, we were usually given a proper heads up, even though it definitely set us back a little bit of time while shooting this thing. It was an ambitious thing, shooting this thing in tornado season for sure.
Down and talking to them. You guys have to see it. It all comes out in theaters tomorrow on Friday.
Oh,
so a lot
wow.
of fun. A little spoiler alert. So for people who were hoping, because I know they loved, you want to plug your ears?
Should we-
If you don't want to hear,
Okay.
I'm just going to let you know. I just don't want the ladies to be disappointed.
Why?
There are no shirtless scenes of Glenn Powell in Twisters.
Well, I'm not watching it.
I'm just.
Did she just
I'm
say
just,
I'm not
I'm just letting you
watching?
know. But if you want all that, I mean, he's got it on his Instagram, so you can do that. Also, the
I'm
crew of
sorry.
Twisters.
Hold on. What'd you just say?
She just checked his Insta. Oh, my
The crew of
Lanta.
Twisters wants us to be tornado wranglers with them as
Oh,
the season wraps
fun.
up. And so,
Is this a size
if
junior?
you will, it's a size junior. I think there's a medium somewhere in the back. They gave us plenty of them, so our whole crew gets to join the Twisters crew.
How
They
cool
said,
is
"Here you
that?
go. It's going to be fun. Join the Twisters team out there."
That's nice.
Well, as long as I'm going
now
with
we are
you,
all
Heather,
tornado
because-
wranglers, or I like to say San Diego storm wranglers.
There you go. As long as I'm with Heather
Always
Lee.
give us the best gifts: donuts, coffee, jackets,
I try.
smiles.
I try.
Wait, what's the account?
Glenn Powell. I think Glenn Powell official, something like that.
Hold on.
He's a beautiful man. I'm just saying.
I think that they were so cool.
Where
they
on
seem
his
like such
Instagram?
nice
I don't
people
see
to
it.
talk
And,
to.
and I will tell you this, the romance and the scenes, it's very G-rated, so if you do have kiddos that you want to take, it's
Nice.
safe for that. You know,
Okay.
obviously there's people flying, she's, I told you. I mean,
Hello.
oof.
Sorry.
Oof.
I was just doing
We're
research.
just admiring. We're just admiring. That's all. Shelley.
Twisters
In theaters.
in theaters tomorrow.
Oh, Raul was here. And Raul was here. You're like, if I would have done that. Blah, 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 blah. But it's on the cover of Men's Health. So
Yes, for men's health.
For men's
and
health.
our health.
Heather, thank you.